It's all right. He brought a bit of the everlasting light with him anyway. Keeping his eyes up and open, he unlatches a small panel on the collar of his suit and presses the button underneath. Heat flares against his skin. So bright, so fierce, so much like redemption. He has been drifting in the cold emptiness of space for so very long. A prayer rises, fervent to his lips, and a ripple of fire and light consumes him. His body crumbles into ash. The cave goes dark again, and the wind moans. Though no one knows it yet, the chase is on. 1. Stardate 0.0509 in the year 4031, under the rule of Emperor Atar Farashti. Stars and gods bless him and long may he reign. Location: in orbit around Apex on the best damn ship in the universe. Something crawled up into my skull and died. I've seen it happen before. Guy named Holder Octay. He was the best black market circuit hacker in the quadrant until one day all his craft just slipped out of his brain. He got this twitch in his leg he couldn't steady and his eyes started rolling back on the regular. Bright lights made it worse. That was a big red flag. Some Solari came around talking like old Holder was divinely touched and getting messages direct from Solaris. But I told Holder to wait before he went full profit and helped him splurge on a medbot instead. The android went up through Holder's nose and fished out this thing, about the size of a hangnail but with pincers and suckers that looked terrifying under a microscope. Memory worm. Little bastard was camped out in Holder's hippocampus. He'd picked it up doing an under-the-table job for a Ygrisil Merchants Guild on an abandoned planetoid. This is why I never fly a job without a med plan. Long story shorter, I bought that specimen off Holder, turned it over to the Explorer Society, got a badge for exotic plasmodium and a tidy infusion of credits, and have been dealing with low-grade memory worm paranoia ever since. This, though, this isn't some brain insect. This is thanks to the 13. That's our Alyssa Farshot, always breaking records, thank you very much. Juniper twists I drank last night. Which means I've got the same splitting headache and sensitivity to light that Holder had, but with an unwelcome coating of sticky sugar and bile gumming up my mouth. Nice, Alyssa. Real nice. I roll over on my cot and groan. Feel the cool laminate of my pillow against my cheek. Wait, not my pillow. Not my cot. I know that sensation and that burnt toast smell. I passed out on the galley dining table. Ugh. I don't want to open my eyes. Besides the supernova-sized hangover, I know what I'll see. A mess. Last night's celebration got a bit out of hand. I don't want to experience the aftermath. I could scrap the World Cruiser, take my latest paycheck from the Society, trade up to a newer model. The Vagabond Quick, my baby, is several years old. But she has some decent upgrades and is in way better shape than you'd think, given the hell I've put her through the past 3 years. Like that time we upstreamed a meteor shower on a bet with Natalia Koyen. Lost, but got farther than her anyway. Or when we almost got swallowed up by Sid, the sentient tar pit I interviewed on Ryden 4. That was a big one for the Explorer Society. First contacts always are. Or when we pulled a slingshot along the rings of Orpheus to outrun a crew of scavengers. My Vagabond. No way I'd toss out a ship this good. Not when we've earned so many of our bruises together. I peel open one eye, then the other. Streamers hang from the venting. My left boot is somehow up there too. A super wobbly dartboard has been drawn onto the bulkhead with red sauce. I think it's sauce. I hope it's sauce. The galley counter is a disaster zone of bottles and dirty dishes and a pot of what looks like orangey gray cheese. Did we try to make Fawarian nachos? Oh, hell. Above it all hangs the banner, "Congrats, Vagabond." The congrats are for our recent successful circumnavigation of Tinus, an Explorer Society first. It's been an open challenge for a decade, ever since Tinus was added to the Empire. Traversing a planet with a bad case of volcanic acne, which, combined with unpredictable gravity fluctuations, leads to a weather phenomenon best described as sky avalanches. Yeah, not everyone's idea of a fun weekend. The Explorers Society had started giving out rewards simply for vids of the planet's surface, just to encourage members to get out there. I did them one better. Yes.